Hello and welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Millie and today I'm going to be going through my 2019 makeup collection, and I thought it would be interesting to kind of keep it as an archive and to compare it in 2020 on how my makeup collection changes. So what you're looking at here are the shelves that are behind me when I'm filming. And so I have these here as my background, and then on the other side of the wall I have my IKEA desk, and these are from IKEA. I do have some storage down here, and I store just miscellaneous stuff in these boxes, and some of it is just miscellaneous shampoos and lotion backups and stuff. And then here on the shelves I have some decoration and most of my lipstick collection. So I really love the packaging of the Amor Eterno collection by Melt Cosmetics, so I wanted to display it, so I taped these two together and they're just sitting up, propped up with some other things. And then here is a sign, Good Vibes, that lights up, that I think is from Target. Unfortunately it doesn't have a stand, so it's just kind of sitting up on top of a towel so it doesn't slide. And then here I have a giant marble M. And then here is a fake candle because I don't feel safe turning a candle on in such a small space. And it's in this beautiful candle holder that I just got recently for Christmas for my mom. Next there's some lipsticks, and these are all bullet lipsticks that fit into this special container that's really short. And then I also have some Fenty liquid lipsticks that they're just such an awkward shape, they don't fit into anything. So here's ColourPop, Melt, and some Pat McGrath. Here is my Lime Crime, Velveteen, and etc. collection, and this is one of the first liquid lipstick formulas I've ever tried, and I loved it so much. And we also have some diamond crushers in the back and some plushies. Next we have all of the wet cherry glosses from Lime Crime, and when I say all, I mean these are all the glosses they've ever released, the minis and the full size. And this is my favorite lip gloss formula, and if I only could keep one kind of brand of lipsticks, it would be these. So for example, if you can see, this one's like halfway empty. This one's like all the way at the bottom. I use these so much. Next I have some ColourPop lip stuff. There are mascaras, some MAC mascaras as well, which I got a long time ago, but I just kind of keep them just in case. And then some, these are mostly the satin lips and lip glosses, which are my favorite. I hate their ultra matte liquid lipsticks. They're horribly drying, or at least I haven't tried the new formula, but I'm just not really into buying liquid lipsticks anymore. And also I have a bunch of their lippy sticks, and these are amazing. I love these so much. I hope they never get rid of them, and I actually hope that they keep making more. So that's it for this section. Now let's go over to my desk. So next are these drawers that are on my left side, and then there's also this plastic container, but that just kind of contains random stuff. Not all of it is necessarily makeup. Some of it is actually like SFX stuff for Halloween, like face paints. So the first drawer contains my concealers, my foundations, and powders, and these are just kind of all the things I have, but this is not really my go-to drawer. I have a whole drawer of stuff that I use every day. So this is kind of just I reach for if I feel like switching up my everyday drawer. I'll just go in here and use a different concealer. Unfortunately, some of the concealers I bought recently are all way too light. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna be able to use them up because they just look so ghostly under my eyes. So it's kind of just layered on top of each other, and then back there's a little bit more. But I have a lot of foundations to get through, and so in 2020 I don't plan on buying any foundations. I really need to start using these up, same with the powders. So in this next drawer I have my lashes and my lash glue. And some of these are so annoying, the Kiss ones and the Eyelure ones, because they're not great for storage, so I have to like put them like this versus like this, and it's just really annoying. I only wear lashes in videos and sometimes going out, but not on a daily basis because they're just really irritating to my contact lenses. Not in a way that the lash glue irritates it, but in a way that they're heavy. Even if they're really light, they're still heavy, and it just feels like they're pushing down on my lid, which is pushing down on the contact lens, so they start irritating me. So this is a third drawer down, and this contains palettes that I haven't filmed with yet that I want to film with. So if you recognize any palettes in here that you would like to see 3 or 4 looks done with first, let me know in the comments below. Actually just finished filming 4 looks with the Melt Vita palette, so I can put that into my other drawer. And then we have some Melt stuff, ABH, this Visi Art palette that was like a special Middle East release, which apparently there's a little bit of drama behind. But anyways, and here's the newest Huda palette, which I'm really excited to film with, and some other palettes. And I've used all of these at least once. I just haven't filmed with them yet because it is just so time consuming. And I really would like to film 10 looks, one palette with these Norvina palettes, but it's just gonna take such a long time. So that is coming eventually. So in my second to last drawer are all my single eyeshadows in Z palettes. So here's one of the newer ones. This is Lethal Cosmetics custom palette that I picked during their Black Friday sale. Some Menagerie Cosmetics singles. We got some Terra Moons in here and some other brand multi-chromes like JD Glow, Luxie, and Beauty Bar Baby, I think, that I haven't filmed with yet. We have Give Me Glow Cosmetics and my Divina palette of singles. And I've recently put all of my Cliona eyeshadows in this beautiful holographic Z palette that I'm really excited about because I feel like it really matches the eyeshadow. And then in the back here in a basket, I have some loose pigments. I also have these Blush Tribe Neon loose pigments that actually won in a swatch contest, and they're pretty bad actually, so I don't use them. I haven't figured out what to do with them yet. But I have some Peaches and Cream. We got some Dawn Eye, some Temi Tanuka, Darling Girl. And the last drawer on this side has all my highlights, bronzers, and blushes. And I just recently got these organizers from Etsy, and they're really, really great and helpful. So I have my cream ColourPop blushes here, and lots of pressed powders. Here's the Fenty Contour, and then the Huda Beauty Cream Bronzer. And then on this side are my ColourPop Super Shock highlighters, which I love so much. And then some palettes back here and on this side as well. And here is my desk. So I have my computer, and then I usually have my tripod set up. It's somewhere in this vicinity on my desk, and the light I'm using here behind me is actually usually over here. But over there are my face brushes, my eye brushes, and my eyeliner pencils, as well as some makeup remover sprays and Q-tips, as well as color switches. This is the original Veramona, and then I also have a giant one from Amazon that was much cheaper. Works the same, but I do like that it's contained in this little thing. It's good for traveling. And so yeah, that's just the top of my desk, and this is very deceivingly clean. It's definitely not like this like ever. Let's look into this first drawer, which is my drawer with my everyday makeup. So all my mascaras, my eyeshadow primers, brow stuff, some setting powders, then creams and sunscreen and some primers, more creams, more primers, and more kind of foundation-y tinted moisturizers, and then concealers and under eye stuff in general. Here's the e.l.f. putty and another moisturizer, because you can never be too moisturized, right? And the second drawer has my miscellaneous single eyeshadows, gel liners, glitter glues, and any kind of toppers or colored bases like these from P. Louise. And then these are also gel liners from LA Splash. I haven't heard like anything about that company in a long time. They used to be really popular. And then below here are some Super Shock shadows, which I never reach for, honestly. I feel like they don't really last on my lids, and they're not really compatible with glitter glue. The third drawer down contains the rest of my palettes. And I know it might seem like a lot of palettes for one person, which it definitely is, but I do love my eyeshadows. I love switching it up. I love trying different formulas. I use a different palette every day, so I try to rotate these out the best that I can. And I have filmed with some of these. I haven't with all of them, because by the time I made a YouTube channel, they were not really as exciting anymore because they weren't new releases. So here are some ABH, which I actually want to declutter pretty soon. Menagerie Cosmetics, Natasha Denona, Huda Beauty, ColourPop, lots of ColourPop, some more Natasha Denona, and then we got some e.l.f. Cosmetics. And then back there are just some palettes that can't stand up. So I have this Visi Art Editorial Brights palette, which is really great for when I want to do some really colorful looks. And to go with it, I also have the Colored Rain bundle of their Vivid pigments. And they actually discontinued the singles, and they only have them in an eyeshadow palette, which I'm really mad about because I'd much rather have the eyeshadow palette. I think it has smaller pans, and these are just like a bit much. So I'm a little salty about that. And in the second to last drawer, I have the rest of my lipsticks, which I recently decluttered, so this has been a little bit thinned out, but probably could be thinned out a little bit more. And so these ones just like really miscellaneous, so many different brands. We got ABH, we got something JCat, Pat McGrath lip glosses, which are amazing. Some Black Moon Cosmetics stuff that I've had for so long. I'm surprised it's not dried out. And then this one I got like semi recently, and I'm just like so disappointed in this Disney designer formula. It's like some new one and it's awful. And here you can see these are really old. These are from when Menagerie Cosmetics used to be Makeup Monsters. And the last drawer contains some backups and some just makeup wipes, extra clean sponges, just everything you can think of. I would never use these makeup wipes on my face ever. They actually really suck at removing swatches from the arm, which is annoying because that's the only reason I have them in here. And so I have some backups, so I absolutely love this Milk Makeup Cooling Water under the eyes, and then a bunch of lip balms, of which most of them I don't like. And this is a box of shadow shields from Amazon, which is a nice big box with lots of them in there. Here's some sponges, and then in here I have some like minis of mascaras to try out, maybe some eye pencils, and just other things that I wanted to be in a contained little thing here. And then here's a brush cleaner spray from Sephora, and I have the ABH Dewy set, and then this spray from Dr. Jart, some Cicapair, and there's a ColourPop one back here. So just a bunch of miscellaneous things to have on hand if I'm sitting here and filming. And that's the last drawer. So that is my makeup collection of 2019, and I'm really curious to see what it will be like in December of 2020. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was fun to watch. I know I love watching room tours and makeup collections of other people. It's just so much fun to see like what people's preferences are. And that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.